What's going on YouTube? Fernando here with Exclusive Creations. This is my new channel. My very first time becoming a tutorial teacher, I would say, because everybody I watch on YouTube is my teacher when I watch tutorials. So I want to give my take on doing a tutorial myself. So I want to show you guys how to do a stamp. So I already done custom stamps. I just never knew or never did a stamp where I use a foam. So now I'm gonna use a foam. So I guess you're supposed to do your little wooden plate where you're gonna stick your stamp to, but then you're supposed to also stick a foam on it. And I guess I've been seeing videos where they say that works a lot better, and I never knew that, because a lot of these YouTubers, they never revealed that, or they never actually say it until recently. I started looking again because I was like, let me redo my stamp, and then still it came out a little bad. So I want to do my own tutorial, and I want to test out this foam. I got it on Amazon. It's called the Foamery. I'll probably pop up a link right here, or like the little photo with the description, so you guys can look it up yourself. That's the one I bought. That's this one. Hopefully it works by the end of this video. If I upload it, it works. If it doesn't, I'll probably still upload it. And this whole thing was just a test to see if it works better. So I'm gonna show you guys how my stamp actually works right now. It works, but so what I do is I stamp my little bags for when I make keychains, and I give it to the customer in a little custom bag, a little brown bag. I stamp my logo onto it, which is this logo here, Exclusive Creations, the logo of the channel. And I recently did, so when I redid this new stamp, I also did one where it has the Instagram page on it. So I stamped the logo, and then right under it, I stamped the Instagram page. So that way it looks a little nicer, a little, I don't know. I think it looks cool to me. I'll show you guys right now what it looks like, but I'm gonna show you guys my settings of how I engrave the stamp. The rubber that I buy for making the stamp is also from Amazon. If I find it, I haven't bought one in a long time, just because I only did my own stamp and I've never done nobody else's, like no customers or anything like that. I'll pop it up right here again. That's the rubber that I buy, and I'll continue buying. So alongside with this new foam pad. So, okay, so I don't know if I finished saying this, but so you make your little wood, your wood plate where you're gonna put your stamp, stick your stamp onto. So you do your little wood plate, you do the foam, and then you do your rubber stamp. And then this foam is supposed to act like a little cushion to when you press it, it presses the whole stamp onto your paper or your bags or anything you're gonna stamp, your box or anything like that. So we're gonna try that out and find out today if that actually works. My first time trying it myself. I don't know the settings for this, so we're gonna figure it out through xTOOL, XCS, their settings. We'll try those out. All I need is to cut it. I don't need to engrave on this or anything like that. We just need to find out how to cut it, and I'll give you guys the settings as well. So we'll do a little screen recording while I do this. I'll turn my machine on, which is right there. Right there. This is my P2S, the regular. I have the original one. When P2S was announced, I ordered it like a month after. I started off with the D1, which I need to hang somewhere here in my workroom as a trophy. I'm keeping it as a trophy because now I know that it got discontinued and they're not gonna sell it no more. I'm gonna keep it. Maybe one day it'll cost more. Who knows? Maybe I'll make some money in the future, or I'll just keep it as a trophy. So what I'm thinking is keeping it as a trophy and putting my logo in the middle of it, and that's it. It's like it's a wall sign to me. Trophy, wall sign. So let's go. Let's get into the screen. Let me start screen recording. I'm sorry, I'm not prepared for this. Okay, guys. So this right here is my stamp. One of them is to wear. Okay, let me show you guys what my stamp looks like right now. This whole side right here. This whole side right here is for the wood plate. I'm gonna call it a wood plate. I don't know what it's called. I score my logo on it just so that it's faster to make. I don't engrave it. I know what my logo looks like. Any logo I would actually do like this, even for a customer. It doesn't look bad at all. It's just a scoring of around the whole design. I made it this thick. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I used, oh, you know what? On this one I did try it with a cork cushion, and it didn't work very well. Like when I stamp, it stamps all this around, but it doesn't get to the center. So I needed to get everything. So that's why I want to really try this foam, and hopefully it works. I don't know if I got it thick enough. I got it 2 millimeters. I'm hoping that's thick enough. It's the same thickness as the cork. And then here's my stamp. So full of ink right now. So that's what this side is. This side is the stamp. These two is the stamp. This one is the, what is that? It reversed. I should have labeled these. I can't even remember what these two are. So this one here is the scoring of the stamp. That's the one with the Instagram. This is the one with the logo. This is just the cut, just to cut. Just to cut. Oh, you know what? This is for that. It's because the cork has already a side with glue on, or not glue, but like a sticky side. So it's like a sticker. So that's why I reversed this side. So this side has this side reversed or mirrored, and this one's the regular side, which is the wood. So it's gonna be facing up. So when you look at it and you grab your stamp, you could read your design directly, you know? So here we go. My settings is I use MDF. This is MDF wood. And you can get that anywhere, wherever you buy your MDF. I use Houston acrylics. I'll pop it up right here if I remember, if I get to this far to, I should be reviewing the whole video. So that's Houston acrylics. That's where I get all my acrylics and my wood, which is MDF wood. I only work with MDF wood, and sometimes oak. They have some oak wood there, and I use that for something else. Maybe in the future I'll show you guys what else I do with that. And but for now, this is what I use. MDF. We're gonna go with MDF, and these are my settings here. So this is the cut settings. I use the power at 55 and speed at 14 and one pass, and it cuts it clean with one pass. This one, my score is, what color is my score? Orange. Let's click on the orange. My score is at 25 and 150. So it does it pretty fast. That's my score. You know what? That is in my settings. I guess those settings work. I don't know how I changed to the xTOOL settings, but I use 40 and 200. It does it really fast. This one, I cut the cork at 25 power and 22 speed. And for the rubber, so we're gonna go with rubber. Is it blue? Okay. The rubber engraving, I used 50 power and 250 speed with 3 passes. And the lines per centimeter, I did 160. Came out pretty nice. I mean, it looks clean to me. Very clean, deep engraving. Look at that, beautiful. Clean, deep engraving. And then the cut for the rubber is my purple one. So the cut I used is 60 power and 12 speed with 2 passes. Just because rubber, if you look at it right now that I record, or I don't know if I'm gonna record it because it does take a minute. I don't want to be right there for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I forgot how long it takes for my stamp to engrave. But if you see it, it does like little sparks when it's cutting. So that's why I gotta go 2 passes. It doesn't cut in 1 pass. Maybe if I go higher on the power, but I don't like going too high on power. I don't know. They say it's bad to go high. The higher you go, the less. Well, how do they say it? The higher the power, the less life your CO2 tank will have. So I like to use less power and I guess do double passes. But I don't rarely do any double pass on anything. This rubber stamp is the one I found that I do 2 passes on. And I can't remember what else. I know on this one I don't. You see, cork I don't. MDF I don't. One pass every single time, and I'm around 50. Look, this one I'm under 50. I'm at 25. And the rubber stamp is the only one I have 2 passes. And I'm pretty sure foam, it's so soft and so delicate. It's gonna be. I'm gonna start off with. Well, I'm gonna look up xTOOL to see if they have any settings, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same as cardboard. So I'm assuming it's gonna be the same as cardboard. So let's get this thing going. Let's get this thing started. Let's make myself a new stamp, and we'll get back to it. All right, guys. So this is my cardboard settings that I'm gonna use. This is the new. This is the new cut lines that I opened up. I just copied and pasted this one, dragged it to the side, and I put my cut settings to my cardboard settings, which my cardboard settings is at 30 power and 17 speed and 1 pass. So we're gonna try that out to see how that cuts. We're gonna put it in the machine right now. I still have it rolled up right here. We're gonna put this in the machine right now, and we're gonna see how it cuts on cardboard settings. If it doesn't cut that good in cardboard settings, or it does really good, then I'll keep that settings. If not, we'll figure it out right now, and I'll show you guys the settings. But this is the settings that we're gonna go with, and if it works, we'll keep those. I think they are gonna work. All right, guys, don't mind the mess. I use the P2 a lot. I have a lot of work, but I have this frame that I had used to cut something out, some shape. I can't even remember no more because it has these little circles here, but pretty sure I used it for something, and then I ended up just cutting a full square off of it, just so that I could use it as a frame to hold down, like when I do like paper, like glitter paper. There's a lot of other projects that I've done that I'll end up doing for this channel, tutorials that I will show you guys. But this is what I use to hold down. So I use the little clamps that the P2 came with, and then I bought these on Etsy. They're little clamps that go on the slats. I only use slats. I do not like the honeycomb. I actually never use the honeycomb, so I can't even say I don't like it, but I don't find any good interest. I'm not interested in it. I'm very happy with the slats, and that's all I use. Never had a problem with the slats. So it holds it pretty flat. It holds it down. I cut the sheet down to a foot because it does come at about 2 feet. I can't remember how much it comes up to. There you go, right there. It comes out at 14 inches and by 39. 14 by 39. And I just cut a foot off of it just so that I could use a little bit. I'm gonna put my design around here to cut. And we're gonna test it out, guys. Here we go. Guys, it looks like it cut very well. Might be too much power, so I'll work with that, but it works very good on those settings. If you guys want to try out your own settings and lower the power a little bit, but it worked very well to me. Look at that. Very well. Very, very well. So this is going to be our stamp base. So it goes in between the wood and the rubber stamp. And that's supposed to be a cushion. Let's see how well that works. And there goes the stamp, guys. That one doesn't, the rubber lays pretty flat on the slats, so it doesn't need nothing to hold it down. It's gonna start engraving. This is how long it's gonna take. It says 32 minutes to engrave my logo and the Instagram one together. So kind of like this one, I think if I remember correct, this one's probably about 18 minutes and this one's a little bit less, you know? It's just the division between the two. We'll get back to it when it's done. All right, guys, that's all done. That's how it looks like, straight out, just being finished engraving. It's all dusty like that, so all you gotta do is just take it out and wash it. I pretty much just wash it like I'm washing dishes, and it cleans out pretty good. I'll show you guys how it cleans out right now really good. All right, guys, so it's not fully dry yet, but there it is. I just washed it. That's how they come out when they're washed. Pretty clean. And this is the little foam part that's gonna go in between the wood and the foam, and there it is. Matches perfect size. Now I'm gonna cut the MDF, so that could be my block for the MDF, for the stamp, with my logo scored on it, so that so it could come out like this. So I'm pretty much making this again, but with the foam. Let's see, and we're gonna compare the stamp. So this is the stamp with the cork on it, and then we're gonna do the stamp with the foam on it and see which one stamps better. I'm gonna try paper and cardboard and my bags that I use to when I give customers their orders. We'll be back. Alright guys, so here's all the pieces cut out and everything. This is the glue I'm gonna use to glue up all the wood together. And then when I bond the rubber stamp with the foam, I'm gonna use this glue here, the B7000 glue. That's to bond the rubber stamp with the foam and the foam with the wood, which is actually this backing. No, this is the last one, so with one of these. So whichever one falls in, I'm just gonna stack them, glue them with the wood glue, stack them, glue them with the wood glue, logo on top, logo on top. Once these are all glued up like this is when you come in with the foam piece. You glue up the foam piece with the wood with this one. Then you do the rubber stamp. And glue it with this glue. And you should be good. So we're gonna come back. This is gonna take probably a whole day. I'm gonna let it all glue up for a whole day, so it can be glued really good. And we'll be back with this movie magic or TV magic, YouTube magic. We'll come back in a couple of seconds or in 1 second with the whole thing, and we'll test out my old version with the new version on paper, cardboard, and a box. Let's hope we get better results than what we had before. I don't know, I'm going with the 2mm foam. Maybe I will have to go with something thicker. I think that the next step is a 4mm, but I feel like that would probably be too thick. If it's that, you know, I could probably use 2, do it again and 2, and see how that works. But for now, we're gonna go with a 2mm and see how that works. We'll be back. All right, guys, sorry about the background noise, but we got family in the house and it's kind of noisy, but I just want to finish this video already, finally. So here's my original stamp. You can see all the ink on it. This is my brand new one that I just made here for this video. It has no ink on it yet. I'm gonna use my ink pad. I got cardboard, my bags that I use for when I give customers their order, and I got a piece of paper. So we're gonna try it out on cardboard first to see how it comes out, so you guys can see the difference. Let's see how it comes out. This is the original one with the cork. You see how I told you guys the center doesn't come up. Let's try out with the new one. Let's see what that foam does. Let's see if that foam really is the difference, or I don't know, who knows. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. And it isn't. So I don't know how to fix this, guys. Maybe you guys could help me out. Or I don't know, maybe it's my logo. Maybe this logo is too big. I have no idea. Let's try out the new one with the Instagram. I'm still trying it out on cardboard, so maybe it could be the cardboard as well. I don't know. That one came out good. Came out perfect. Maybe it is the logo, guys. I don't know. Let's try it out on paper now. The old one with the cork. Or maybe I'm just not pressing hard enough. That came out pretty good. Let's try out the one with the foam. Okay, the one with the foam does come out better. You see the difference there? This is the one with the cork, my Instagram one. And the one with the cork. And the one with the foam, I mean. Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like the foam does do a big difference. Now, this is the real test. This is where I really use it on most of the time. So you guys can see how it comes out. I mean, that was a good reference on the cardboard and on the paper. But this is what I've been doing the whole time. So normally for it to come out good, I have to hold it up. But so you guys can see, for the purpose of this video, so you guys can see how it comes out if I just press it, or when I have the bag just flat on a table, the whole logo doesn't come out. That's with my original stamp. Now let's try the one with the foam. See if it does a better difference. But normally I have to pick up the bag and press it from the back, so for sure everything touches, so everything comes out good. But this is what I want to do. I want to make sure I just have it flat on the table, and it's still same thing, guys. So I don't know what it is then. I mean, the foam did do a bit of a better difference. This is the one with the cork for the Instagram. The Instagram always comes out pretty good. This is the one with the foam. Let's see how the one with the foam comes out. It came out a little bit more clear, but it's still missing the middle. That's where I'm having the biggest trouble at, in the middle. So this is what I normally do. I'm gonna try the one with the foam. So I normally just pick up the bag, place a stamp, and pretty much press on the back. I press on the back, and then bam, perfect stamp. And then I would do the same thing with the Instagram one. It looks like it came out a little crooked, but there you go. And that's how the bag comes out. Then I just fill it with the keychains and turn it into the customer. But there you have it, guys. That was the stamp. I mean, the foam does work. I want to say it does work better than what I had before. So I'm definitely going to keep the one with the foam. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of advice on what would you price these at. Let's say, for example, this one and the Instagram one. Like this one, I would say you could charge about $35-40 for it at this size. This is a 3-inch logo. You could go smaller. I think stamps normally are around 2 inches, maybe 1.5 inches. For those, you want to charge about $30. But if you do include the ink pad, charge another. This ink pad cost me, as you guys saw, costed me about $8. So I would say you charge about $4 more. So charge about $12 for this ink pad this size. I would say charge about $5 more just so you can make your money out of it, especially since you ordered it yourself. But this, just for all the work, the material you guys already saw that the rubber costs a lot of money. The foam is pretty good price for the amount that you get, so that kind of makes up for like the price of the MDF. And I always save all my scraps, as you guys saw the scraps that I had, and then I made the little pieces out of the scraps. So pretty much I already made my money off of the scraps, and I used it to make this block for my stamp. So pretty much what you're wasting more money on is the rubber stamp, and that's how you make money also. So guys, don't charge a little bit just to get a customer. Make sure you charge good. Charge like if you've been doing this for years. I've been doing this for a couple of years already, so I mean I already know. I've been through all this customer wise, pricing. I go off based other people's as well. So there's a website that does make stamps, and they charge they probably charge more than what I just said right now, but I would say this at least $50 together with the ink pad. 40 just this 3-inch. You go down an inch, go down $10, so $30. So that's 2 inches for $30. An inch and a half, probably like $25. The ink pad for sure always at least charge $5 more for whatever you buy it for. So that's including the ink pad, okay? So there you guys have it. Hope you guys liked this video. Hopefully it was good information for you guys, and I helped you guys out. Learn a little bit more about making stamps. Subscribe to the channel. Comment down below your favorite part. Even if you have suggestions, maybe if you think if you feel that I missed anything, or if you have questions for anything that I went through today, through every step. In case I missed a step, comment down below. Comment down below if you feel I missed a step. Other than that, I'll catch you guys later on my next video. Peace out.